Here we go.
This should be where Kokomi said to meet her. Do you still remember this place?
No.
Paimon remembers we came by here last time we visited Watatsumi Island. That was back
haven't
when
been
you
here in
did
a
your
long
stint
ass
as
time.
captain of Swordfish too. Paimon's curious whether
Yeah.
the resistance troops still remember you.
I mean,
Things on the island
probably
must
not.
have changed a lot since then.
We got geared up
shall
for
we
war,
take
and
a
then all of
look
a sudden it
around?
was all over. Hashtag Inazuma's story was rushed.
If the enemy outnumbers
Hey,
you,
Goro.
seek their weakness and exploit it. If you outnumber the enemy, seek unequivocal domination and crush them. Marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning their ships is the path to success.
General Goro, sir, do you have a verdict?
More or less. From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we can surmise that a Fatui ship is moored nearby. This explains their aggressive posture. We could split into two teams. One to draw their attention, and the other to circle around behind enemy lines and set fire to their ship.
Problem
They'd
is
have
there's
nowhere
three
to
people.
run. Then again,
Someone's gonna have
Madame
to solo this
Kokomi
shit.
made clear that we are not to split up without sufficient forces. We'd risk being picked off one by one until our whole line of defense disintegrated.
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
Yeah.
I doubt there's time.
Okay.
Based on their movements, they'd likely be gone before our troops arrived. Her Excellency's directives also stipulate that we should wait in ambush and avoid making the first move. Since we lack sufficient troops, I don't think we can afford to engage the enemy at this time.
Hello, this is where
Sir.
I come in.
We're just gonna stand by and watch them leave? Surely there must be another way.
Her Excellency's directives also state help may
I like
arrive
how they
when
put a
all seems
mustache
lost.
on him to make it seem like
As for where this help is
he's
supposed
a
to come
slightly
from,
different looking character.
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
Hey, just in
Captain,
time.
you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
That's great! Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. You've arrived just in time. Recently, the remnants of the Fatui forces have been unusually active. We've been monitoring their movements, waiting in ambush here. Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into two teams. Can we ask you to keep them occupied?
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're planning, we won't let them get away with it.
Good. There's not a moment to lose. We'll go behind enemy lines and sabotage their ship. Let's meet back here.
Seems like the Resistance still remembers us. Come on, let's help them get this situation under control.
We were lucky to have you here. We'd have no way to prevent their escape without you.
Damn right.
What's that you're holding? Is it the directives from Kokomi? Let Paimon see. Oh, wow. This is a whole book. Is it all Kokomi's directives?
Yeah. Well, no, not all of them. I have 5 more volumes with me.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, these are her general operational directives, which are more comprehensive than most. Still, we're fortunate to have them. They make sure we're prepared for every eventuality, no matter how complex.
Oh, understanding every eventuality sounds tiring enough, let alone writing them all down. Must have taken Kokomi a heck of a long time.
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? We've all been feeling your absence. Her Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should reduce the size of the military and focus on helping the civilian population return to normal life. About half of us are still organized into task forces, supporting the platoons. The other half have been given various other functions like patrol, instruction, and farming. Of course, not everyone's happy about it. The other day, an old buddy of mine was grumbling about being forced to build houses. Said they'd have to drag him away from the front line, kicking and screaming.
The spirit of the Resistance is alive and well, huh? Anyway, we're here because Kokomi invited us to the victory
that we don't have to
feast.
fight
Do you
the
know where
fucking
we can find
Shogun
her,
anymore.
Goro?
I'd be happy
I
to
believe Her
build a house.
Excellency is currently at Boro Village. There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. If I'm not mistaken, Her Excellency has gone to deal with it in person. We should probably get going ourselves. And, Also, on your way over, please check in on the soldiers. I'm sensing a growing unease among them, but I don't know what's causing it. They won't say. They used to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is, they're keeping it hidden. I don't like it one bit. I suspect there's trouble afoot.
Sounds good. Paimon was just thinking it'd be good to see everyone again. Ready when you are.
Wait, aren't you Captain of Swordfish too? Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our gratitude. Watatsumi Island wouldn't have come to peace without your efforts. I wasn't with Swordfish 2, but I did see you in Tatarasuna. Oh, you really gave it to those shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. Oh, it was quite the show. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service. On edge, you say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it too. In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Every single person looked death in the face that day. It's not an experience you forget in a hurry. Victory's declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. But people can't just snap back into normal life again.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
think things will improve, but it's gonna take some time. I don't know what else it could be.
I mean,
but
unless
what
there's
I
some
do
battles
know
that
is
happened
as
off
long as Her
screen,
Excellency is with us,
wasn't that many
Watatsumi
fights
Island
going
is safe.
on.
And
It's
all
like
the
one
more
big
so
one
now
that had
you're
everybody in
back.
there, I got super hyped
Seriously,
for, and then
if there's ever
that was
anything you
pretty much
need,
it.
just say the word.
What a nice guy. Let's go ask some other people.
Peace at last. Living the dream. Don't I know you? I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm guessing you're not with the Shogun's army. So, do you need something? Unsettled? Unsettled how? I haven't noticed anything. Not
course
that
you
I
haven't.
would, necessarily.
Fucking
I
sleeping.
keep to myself, mostly. They're all too rowdy for me. We're
Too
at
rowdy
peace
for
now,
you? Bro, you're a
finally.
soldier.
And I, for one, intend to make the most of it. My life
Okay,
right
yeah,
now
I can
is
get
about
behind that.
two things and two things only. The sun
Ooh, alright.
the
Free
sea
spirit.
breeze. Sorry that I can't be more help to you. I'll tell you someone you could ask, though. Sangonomiya. She knows
Sangonomiya.
everything.
Finally, the person that we're here to see.
Seems he's about to fall asleep. Let's leave him to rest and go find someone else to ask.
What? We don't need to find anybody else. Just fucking take me to Kokomi.
Ugh, I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a break. Why would she agree to that?
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryo Commission. I heard they've been secretly coordinating with the Fatui and plan to continue their attacks.
Wait, for real? You're sure of this?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught them conspiring together firsthand.
I knew it! The Tenryo Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change. Honestly, it's kinda naive for Her Excellency to take them at their word, isn't it?
Shh, keep your voice down. Someone's coming.
Hey there, what you talking about?
Captain, you're back. Do you think we should tell
At the
the captain
victory
about what we
feast.
were discussing just now?
No, let's not mention it. He's one of our closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have been his idea.
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from, but you're right.
I'm sure I can hear
we should
you.
probably play it safe. Welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to report here. Everything is A-okay.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you wish, Captain.
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush going on there. But if they
Detective
aren't gonna
Paimon
talk,
over
we
here.
might as well head over to the village.
Admit it! We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryo Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi Island. I knew something was off about a Tenryo Commission merchant doing business here. So, what do you have to say for yourself, huh?
I'm innocent! Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on this island, let alone do business here. Take him away.
Hold on. Everybody calm the fuck down. Kokomi!
There you are! Something's going down over here. You should take a look. Pronto!
Your Excellency, this merchant is suspected of criminal activity, so we seized him for questioning. Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales. And yet he has no stock in his possession. We believe it's highly probable that he has been supplying the Tenryou Commission behind the scenes.
I haven't.
That will do. Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we? Everyone take a deep breath with me. In and out. Better? Matsuda, Uchimura, I understand that you're concerned for the safety of Watatsumi Island. But before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or not, we must give him the chance to explain himself. If he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, he doesn't deserve to be falsely accused. This is Watatsumi Island. We deal in
You're
facts,
innocent till proven guilty,
not
I see.
opinions. Excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your commercial activity here. Perhaps you could explain your side of the story to help me reach a verdict.
Of course, I can explain everything. I'm a trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold off on selling until the prices went up, but then, but then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Now, you think about that. First I lose all my inventory, then I get treated like a criminal.
And why should we believe you? So what? That doesn't prove they took his goods. And even if they
Yeah,
did,
it doesn't.
it'll still end up in the Tenryou Commission's hands. They're in this together.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know about
the Tenryou
that.
Commissioner colluding with the Fatui now? This is the first I've heard
I
of
mean,
it. I
yeah,
suppose
they
it
kind
is
of are
true.
though.
What's that got to do with me?
What, the
Weren't they the
Tenryou
guys that, like-
Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's
Didn't they
already
give the
finished?
fucking
Seems unlikely to pine on.
disasters or whatever, those
We met a
anti-vision
representative
things?
of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't
Collusions?
seem like he'd
Delusions,
have the
I think
time
that's
to
what they're
be
called.
colluding right now.
The whole reason why
But
Tepe's
on the way
dead?
over here, we accidentally on
God.
purpose overheard some soldiers mention
Accidentally
the
on
same
purpose.
thing.
I'm gonna use that. Thanks, Paimon.
Kokomi, do you know anything about it?
It has been brought to my attention, yes. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryou Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral location.
Ooh, Ayaka.
Kujo Sara
Please
and
tell me
I
we get to see
will be
Ayaka and
accompanied by our
Kokomi in the
guards.
same spot.
We will use the talks to discuss
Oh,
future
that'd be
plans
great.
in detail. But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the Fatui. Allegedly, their goal is to completely wipe out Watatsumi Island. If that's the case,
Well, they're
then
gonna
the
have
peace
trouble
talks are
doing
likely
that.
a trap. Even the Kamisato clan could be involved. Sir,
Oh, hell no.
are
Ayaka's
you
not.
quite certain that
Well, it
your
depends
goods
on
were
what you mean
stolen
by
by
involved.
the Fatui?
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole my goods and then they ran off that way. I'll bet that's where that hideout is.
Very well. The potential ramifications of this incident are serious. We will retrieve your goods, and if everything is in order, it will prove your innocence. However, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, I expect you to fully comply with our investigation. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Matsuda? Uchimura?
Well received, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, Traveler, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2, would you join me in the investigation?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
At ease, soldier. For the time being, at least, we are in peacetime.
That was great.
Besides, I'm sure you won't be on Watatsumi Island forever. Whatever titles we may have, we're friends first and foremost.
Damn right. Hell yeah.
If we do find the merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui,
Fuck, I got friend zone. No.
Whatever's going
okay,
on
we got-
between
always
the
got
Fatui
Ayaka
and
to
the Tenryou Commission,
help
we need to
treat
get to
us
the bottom
well.
of it.
Alright, so how are we getting up there?
This must be the Fatui camp that the merchant was talking about. From the looks of it, it used to be a hilichurl camp. Who knows why the Fatui occupied it?
Because it's the best thing they can come up with, I guess.
Heavily guarded. How are we supposed to get in?
Not by brute force,
Windbloom.
that's
Or
for sure.
fucking...
But that's not a problem.
Oh
The
god,
terrain
whatever
here
that
gives us
hide
an
and seek
advantage,
event was.
and we haven't given away our position so far. Our enemies in
just
the light, while we are in the
look like
shadows.
a barrel.
Strategically, we have
Top
the upper
hunt.
hand.
What do you mean we're in the shadows? Oh no, Kokomi's intelligence strikes again. Oh, let me...
I think option 1. If we strike from above and take option
We're
2.
not... Don't
if we
try and be
manage to
strategic
discreetly
here.
set
It's
the gut,
fucking
they'd be caught
Genshin
completely
Impact.
off
We
guard.
go
Option
in,
3.
we do the ults.
That's our
Oh
grand
my God.
strategist. It's a
That's
lot
our
to
grand
think about,
strategist.
though.
That will
Sitting
depend
in
on
the shadows
our
in the
a
middle of
surprise
fucking
attack from
daylight.
with an explosion. If
Stop
we
it.
decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a lengthy siege.
It's the
So,
month of November,
which
and we're
is
going
your
with the
preferred
gunpowder
option?
plot, because remember the 5th of November.
It seems that you share my... This is... Let's work together to...
Okay. We have to make it nighttime now to make sure she doesn't seem fucking retarded. God, I will not allow anybody to make fun of Kokomi anymore. Okay, here we go. Okay, alright. What'd she say? Fucking gunpowder plot or some shit?
So soon.
Hold the line! I'll protect us.
No rest for the wicked.
Quick!
God, Kokomi, you're cracking me up, girl.
Can't run from death.
Oh, he doesn't even drop anything. It's terrible.
The explosion
goes
was
the
roughly
dynamite.
the size I expected. Hopefully we've given them a fright.
Sure it was. Oh yeah, they're quaking in their boots right now.
Midnight Phantasma, you're toast!
You can't run. Let's move.
No, my fucking
Excellent work.
artifact. No, Kokomi.
All thanks to your genius tactics.
Actually, even the best tactics live or die on the strength of those executing them. Winning a battle takes a concerted effort from everyone involved. Victory never belongs to a single person.
Now that you mention
I
it,
can agree.
Paimon did make a pretty big contribution, huh?
I beg to differ.
I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a hilichurl camp. Presumably, they've been operating out of here in secret for quite some time. What's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Could they really be in collusion with the Tenryou Commission?
Yeah.
Let's scour the camp for
there's
evidence.
Extremely
If the
high
merchant's story
chance.
is true, the inventory should be here.
All
Oh,
right.
shocker, he was lying.
Take a look around.
Good. Maybe I can go get my artifact. Yeah, a little bit of a voice back there. Give me my artifact. Bam.
Whoa! This place is chock full of bomb-making materials. So these are the Fatui food supplies? Hey, look here! Could these belong to the merchant? Kokomi! Kokomi! We found the merchant's stuff! Look!
I see. Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment.
She just... Her brain quit working there for a second.
Yes, these are the stolen goods, all right. Food, medicine, farming tools. All essential for post-war recovery. And he was probably stockpiling them until he could make a handsome profit. By contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryou Commission has any need of these items, so the idea that he was supplying them doesn't make a lot of sense. In all likelihood, He's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as scandalous as Matsuda and Uchimura had imagined.
He's hardly a saint, though, right? How could he stockpile things that people are desperate for? We're not just gonna give them back to him and let him go, are we? Well, it doesn't feel right.
Don't worry. I had already foreseen this. In my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential everyday goods. These items will ultimately reach the people at a reasonable price. If he had taken the time to read the decree, it's unlikely he ever would have ended up in this predicament.
Kokomi, you think of everything!
I wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, for example. I'm still completely stumped. The low energy doesn't exactly help.
Oh, what's that? You need some energy recharge? I can help you out.
Nothing.
Give you some damn good artifacts.
Let's take the goods back. It's not long now until the victory feast. It'll be a race against the clock to get all of this resolved before it starts.
Got it! First we mend the peace, then we attend the feast!
Ooh, bars. Hell yeah, Paimon. Straight spitting rhymes.
My goods! You got them back, huh? Thank you, Your Excellency. And thank you, Captain. You see, I told you I was innocent.
I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned the whole thing with the Fatui in advance.
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest he had any correspondence with them. Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they would have left some evidence of it.
But what if...
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods.
Shut the fuck up.
This is sufficient to establish his innocence.
Apologies.
Guess we got
The
carried
man
away.
is innocent, god damn it. So
what did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains, coming to me with your crazy conspiracies. Lay off me next time, got it?
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent
Slow
of the
down there, buddy.
accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree. You must bear the consequences. You have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures. In addition to enforcing the sale of these goods at the accepted rate,
Just seeing his life
there will also be a fine,
get sucked out of
the amount
him.
of which
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
I have no business taking sides. As the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear and consistent rewards and punishments. Just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized. You may have been proven innocent of the more serious allegations leveled at you, but this does not exempt you from bearing the consequences of your mistakes.
Wait a minute,
Well, don't just stand there. Take him away. Time to pay up.
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but it doesn't add up. Those of a Tenryou Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine paraphernalia to me. As for the rest, I'll leave you to sift through and try to track down the owners. I know, that's a lot to ask.
Not at all, Your Excellency. We're on it. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. I know the peace talks are coming up, so please keep an open mind.
I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration.
She'll operate
I'm going
the
to
peace
take these
talks
items
in the
back to
shadows
the
while
Sangonomiya
sitting in
shrine.
the fucking
Why don't you come
sun.
along for the walk?
We're gonna just pretend that whole mission was done during the night.
Watatsumi Island observes different customs than the rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must all seem a little alien to you.
Honey, I'm a traveler from a different world. Technically, everything in this world is alien to me. But you don't need to know that. Rock. Oh fuck, I shouldn't have done that. Now I gotta walk further behind.
It's been a long time since I last came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Next
What do you
time
mean it's been a while?
I'll take you to
Your
visit
shrine's
Watatsumi
right
Island's
fucking
old
there.
shrine.
Isn't that like the other island or whatever? One with all the cats.
You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was not located in Sangonomiya. It was close to the Statue of the Seven. Back then, the people of this island recognized the shogun's existence, despite not venerating her as the shogunate do. But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured ever since. Mistrust has become deep-rooted over time. I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go eventually.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself, okay? All of our fates depend on you.
Thanks for your concern, but I'm fine.
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, peace is not something that can simply be declared. If we reconcile with them, the god who once protected us will have died in vain.
Come on, that's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over. We should be grateful to be at peace once more.
I know, it's just... we should remain strong in these negotiations. We mustn't be too ready to compromise.
I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options carefully, and be sure to proceed appropriately.
Wonderful. We're all counting on you, Your Excellency.
Oh, Your Excellency? Well, I'll be...
Shiori!
meeting you at a place like this. Do you know?
What do you mean? It's like her
daughter's
home.
enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'll be one very happy mother. You're a kind and gracious leader. She'd be in very good hands. I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn from Her Excellency directly, she must make the most of it. I mean, just look at Her Excellency, still so young,
All
but
right,
so
calm down.
mature and intelligent. My daughter has always looked to you as a role model.
Well, if she comes to Sangonomiya, I'll look out for her.
Oh my god, everybody just fuck off.
Am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me bring you up to speed on the latest situation.
Oh, Your Excellency, isn't this the captain of Swordfish 2? Will he be based on Watatsumi Island from now on?
Your Excellency!
Please, remain calm, everyone. I'll get around to all your queries. Though, for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one as and when I have the time. Are you alright? This kind of thing is water off a duck's back for you, huh?
Your
Water
Excellency,
off
here
a
you
duck's back.
There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch of ceremonial items. I'm beginning to worry that they've been stolen.
Oh, we retrieved those already. No need to worry.
Really? That's fantastic. You never cease to amaze us, Your Excellency. I sorted through all the petitions received recently and placed them on your desk. Also, according to the schedule, you're just in time for your meeting today on the development of the textiles industry.
That's today? Right now?
Yes, the two young ladies have arrived safely. We're just waiting for you.
I see. I was hoping to take a walk around the island with you, but it looks like we'll have to save that for some other time.
That's for our hangout event.
Let's rendezvous tomorrow at the entrance to Sangonomiya Shrine. Then we'll go and make preparations for the victory feast.
Yay! The victory feast! Just to be clear, we're talking lots of delicious food, right?
That's the name of the game. There'll be some Watatsumi Island specialties, which I'm sure you'll enjoy.
Great! See you tomorrow then! Huh. Kokomi isn't here yet.
It
That's
appears that she is
weird.
not here yet.
She doesn't seem like the type to show up late to things. Let's wait a little longer. How is she still not here? Do you think she could be in trouble? Let's go
She's probably
ask that girl over
asleep.
there.
Woman needs to get some shut-eye. Needs some Z's.
Are you looking for Her
Fucking
Excellency?
Dragging her around
I'm
like
afraid
a
she isn't here at
bag
the
of
moment.
potatoes.
I don't know where she's
Yeah,
gone.
she's sleeping.
So strange. Guess we should just call it a rain check then?
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for such a scenario in her general operational directives. Let me see.
For God. What?
Yes.
Oh.
Number 98. Should a visitor
It's
from
called-
afar
the
come to
acronym
see
is
me,
God.
and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage. The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts before disappearing. And even then, only when the visitor in question is of VIP status. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times. I'm sure this is the right course of action.
Kokomi
For God.
really does think of
That's-
everything.
Something. See, I like how they give Kokomi these moments to where, alright, she's prepared for everything. That's one hell of a trait to have in a leader, you know? But then she just says the dumbest shit. It's like, okay. Making it hard for me to believe this. Oh, this is like a fucking Albedo level of like little hideout and shit. That's cool. Alright, Kokomi, I see you.
So this is where you ran off to. We were gonna
Yeah,
meet
she's
up
sleeping,
and get things
see?
ready for the victory feast today. What happened?
She fell asleep.
It's you. I apologize. I'm not feeling my usual self today.
You got sick? We'll go find a doctor right away.
No. It's nothing like that. It's just... my energy is completely spent.
You run on energy? You mean
You run on energy?
No.
She needs a battery
Just a
recharge.
figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I can't always be the infinitely capable person I present myself as. You noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling. I'll keep working at it. To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor. Constantly
And now you're
communicating
leading
with
a whole
people,
fucking
trying to retain their
revolution.
morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. It's such hard work. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful just from being in your presence while also commanding their respect. It doesn't come naturally to me. And truth be told, it's something I never wanted for myself. But because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being the Divine Priestess, sooner or later. Like it or not, it's just the way it is. So, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I come here to just lose myself in a book and relax for a while. Don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory feast to someone else. I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any reason to suspect that something could be wrong. This peace was hard-won, and I want them to feel at ease.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there was some way I could listen to a good read on military strategy. I'm sure that'd speed up the process.
Is this...
I was reading
Listen?
a book last time I
Alright,
was
so you need
here,
an audiobook. That's what I'm
I
hearing.
only got about halfway through. Oh, where did I put it?
We'll find it for you. And then we'll read it out to you to help you recover.
You do that for me?
Of course we would. Anything for my queen.
I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
And I'm lucky to have you in my presence. Let's do this.
Whoa,
Let's read Kokomi a bedtime story.
so does Kokomi make time to deal with these even when she's resting? Sangonomiya Events Cash Flow Statement. Consolidated Annual Report on Fishing Production. Watatsumi Island Monthly Maintenance Expenses Breakdown? This is a lot of work for one person, and it's on top of all the directives she has to write and the people she has to meet day to day. It's no wonder she gets burnt out from time to time. Let's track down that book and help her feel like herself again.
We didn't even get the title though. We don't know.
Hey, look! Could this be the book she wanted? Swordfish
I don't know.
Captain came back today. Energy +4.
What?
That's just,
Oh! It's her fucking diary! Oh, alright, we gotta screenshot this. Okay. Okay, that's great. That's hilarious. Give it here!
Guess that was the wrong one. Let's keep looking.
That's great. The harem just keeps on growing.
It's gotta be this one, right? Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other books have one, so she must have finished reading those already. Ooh, it's pretty dense. Paimon doesn't understand a thing. Well, let's take it over and read it to her. Kokomi, is this the book you wanted?
I'm not sure, actually. Could you read a bit out loud? Yes, that's the one.
God, she's adorable. Oh, you're so welcome. Her favorite military treatsy? I think that's what that said.
Oh no!
Good, she's asleep.
Asleep. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna leave and we're gonna let her sleep.
Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner. You sure that's a good idea?
Yes.
She does look pretty exhausted. Guess there's still some time to go too. Alright, let's keep her company while she rests.
Avoid disaster. Protect peace at all costs.
Oh my god.
Things are slowly getting better.
Oh, this is great.
Did you see?
I did. That's fucking adorable. That is just precious.
What time is it? Did I fall asleep? Yep, you've been out for ages. It's nearly time for the feast. I can't believe it got so late. I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there. Should be able to see me through the peace talks. Thank you. Well, we better get ourselves over there. It's nearly time to light the bonfire.
I'm telling you, we'll get you some good energy recharge artifacts. You'll be all set.
Good to have you back.
Oh shit, they actually got a decent crowd made. Usually when we have events like massive festivals or something, there's like 2 people and they're like, look at this crowd. But this is actually not too bad.
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin. Oh, how much energy will that take? Do you think you've got enough? Don't worry, I've got plenty. Thanks to you two, I recovered more quickly than usual. That's
Oh,
great!
you're welcome.
We'll be rooting for you! Welcome, everyone! Today is the day that we celebrate our victory. Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryou Commission for peace talks. I give you my word that I will strive for peace for Watatsumi Island once and for all. Thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to prevail in this trying war. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. I hope all of you get to relax and enjoy our hard-won victory. Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. I'm so glad it's all going smoothly. People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. Could I ask you to go around and see what information you can gather?
Hold up, is she taking advantage of people?
The issue of potential collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. And I'm concerned that something might happen at tomorrow's peace talks. Okay, sure. We'll go ask around. This guy smells of booze.
Yeah, getting his drink on.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me. Captain of Swordfish 2, right?
Hell
You
yeah.
actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and made a run for it.
Why would you think that? The fuck?
Never run from a fight.
Is that so? All anyone talks about these days is peace and stability.
Oh,
Do you
you're the
remember
weirdo
what
that can't
the most
quit fighting.
important thing is to the resistance?
Intelligence?
You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are a bona fide resistance warrior. I'll answer your questions, but only if you can beat me in a duel.
Oh no.
This guy. Would it kill him to just have a normal conversation? What do you think? Are we gonna do this?
I guess we
We'll
have
see
to.
about that.
Alright. We'll just use a sword. We'll go easy on him. Come on, get up. Let's make this quick. Oh, I killed him! Whoops.
You're a strong
Shit.
fighter. No wonder Her Excellency chose you. You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us. Captain, comrade, will you join us? We made it up. The story about the Tenryo Commission colluding with the Fatui?
Oh no.
It didn't happen.
What? Poor Kokomi's been worried sick. You're telling us you made the whole thing up?
I should have used elemental skills on your dumbass.
Send you right back into war with the Tenryo Commission.
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve. Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi Island is at stake. What's to stop the Tenryo Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another Vision Hunt decree?
Bro, we got it all
are the
sorted out. They
resistance.
ain't gonna do it.
Everything hinges on our warriors' will. We can't trust the Tenryo
Yes,
Commission
and you
or
will be the
Raiden Shogun,
peacekeepers.
but we can put faith in ourselves.
You could protect.
Surely you agree with that.
His point does kind of make sense, but something about it doesn't feel right to Paimon.
Yeah, you're just here for the fight. Your Tartaglia levels of insane.
Yeah, everything you said just now was pure speculation, wasn't it? Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for, all because of some imaginary situation that may not even happen?
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. What would you understand? For the sake of victory, we embodied the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We were all in. Now they're suddenly trying to tell us that none of it matters anymore?
I mean, I get where he's coming
just put down my
from.
weapon and start living like an ordinary person, but how can I? How can I when every time I close my eyes, I see the faces of the friends we lost in battle? Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryo Commission and never forgive the Vision Hunt decree.
Yeah. Full of
I
hatred.
guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sangonomiya if you want, but you're too late to stop us now.
Too late? What do you mean? Darn. Doesn't seem like he's gonna answer that one. What are we gonna do? This is really serious. We need to give Kokomi the full story right away.
So he's gonna be a fool. But what they need to do, I get where he's coming from, because you know they went all in on this. This is what they dedicated themselves to, and for it to suddenly be over, it's like, well, what now? Well, now you make a military. You make a protect the island and give them some sort of guard post. Give them some sort of protective military purpose. What's up, Coco?
Things. The whole thing about the Tenryo Commission colluding with the Fatui is baloney. They made it
It's
all
baloney.
up. They wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the war. And they said it's too late to try and stop them, no matter what we do.
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were feeling earlier, it never would have come to this. I think I understand what Kozen means when he says it's too late. The talks don't begin until tomorrow, but both sides have already sent their guards to the location. They are responsible for making sure the area is safe and secure. I highly suspect that one of Kozen's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent to reignite hostilities tomorrow during the negotiations.
Well, that's no good. Do you want us to head over there now and switch out the guards?
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of guards to a neutral negotiation site will put both sides on high alert. It would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryo Commission's guards, and we'd be in danger of war breaking out once again. Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the guard in haste, we face the issue of not knowing who to trust.
Sounds like a really tricky situation. So is there really nothing we can do about it?
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. Now it falls to me to devise a counter plan. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Whatever happens, I will find a way to ensure they do not come to harm. Let's meet here again tomorrow.
You got it.
Well, the peace talks are upon us. How do you feel? Prepared? Here, take this. These are some directives I wrote last night. These negotiations are complex, to be sure, but I thought about it carefully and realized there are no more than 187 possible outcomes. I took the liberty of writing them all down. This way, you will be able to adapt with speed, no matter how the events play out.
Whoa, this is huge! Let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed revolt, coordinated attack, seize hostages. Wow, there are so many! But you've thought of a solution to each one! Paimon suddenly feels a lot less nervous.
Glad to hear it. These peace talks are quite exceptional. It is a major step forward both for Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate. But any amount of dissatisfaction within our ranks weakens our negotiating position. We will have to work all the harder if we want these talks to be a success. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility is, of course, mine to shoulder. But would you be willing to lend me a hand? Excellent. Okay, time to head off.
Let's do this. Let's go see my Bay A.
It's been a while, Kujo Sara.
Kujo
The last time we met
Sara.
was on the battlefield.
Oh.
Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating blow.
Why
But
would you bring that
before
up?
we go any further, what are you doing here?
What's up, baby?
That's right. He's here to bear witness to the proceedings. He experienced the war between us firsthand, and has made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more suitable candidate.
Seems reasonable. Then let's get straight into it. The first item
Tit
is the
for tat,
Maritime
wow.
Administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsumi vessels in Narukami waters. We intend to remove these restrictions, but going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters
Yep,
will have to pay
taxes.
taxes in accordance with Narukami legislation in order to bring their catch back to Watatsumi.
That's fine, but if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your waters. Any
Yep.
losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be compensated by the Tenryou Commission.
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you that your vessels will be quite safe in our hands.
Negotiations seem to be going pretty smoothly.
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi, and the same has been true for your people on arrival to Narukami. Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to engage in inter-island commerce. Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to oversee trade between our two islands.
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed. We cannot give the Yashiro Commission full authority.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro Commission organize everything centrally would work in your favor.
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse range of goods we can produce ourselves and our strong trade links with other areas, we are capable of sourcing everything we need. Not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the Tenryou Commission's authority.
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou Commission.
Ooh.
That just isn't feasible.
That's a
Not
big
in the
ouch.
short term, at least.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi Island to be the sole exception to this rule indefinitely.
What are they doing?
You Kujo scum! Colluding with
Oh,
the
calm
Fatui
down.
isn't low enough for you already. You just want to take everything away from us.
Ooh.
Comrades, never trust the Kujo. Let's get them.
Yeah. Fucking idiot.
Protect Madame Kujo.
Here, have this fucking book.
Number 16.
Come-
No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it?
Come on, Paimon, help us out. Hmm? Ooh. Okay.
Kokomi! Which scenario number is this in the directives?
The last one. But hold off for the moment. Stand
It's the
down,
last one.
Tadakatsu. The situation has changed. Please stand by for further orders. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns, but I will deal with the situation from here. Madam Kujo, this is rather serious. I believe you owe Watatsumi Island an explanation.
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating.
Yeah,
You
what are they
two,
doing?
here, now!
Good boys, little dogs. Come here. Now. Why did they just... oh, why not just... if they're hiding something, why not... No way! Oh, she fucking...
Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion as such.
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation to keep the war against Watatsumi Island going. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try. After all, there'd be nothing to lose.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and stirring things up a little. Then we'd see how it went. With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation. How anyone from Watatsumi Island even found out about it, I have no idea.
That's
Wait a minute.
enough. When we return, there will be consequences. Might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever, let alone entertaining offers of cooperation. So, what did they want out of it?
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle a score for their boss.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want to keep Inazuma in a state of turmoil. One day,
Her,
I will
I
hunt
like
them
that.
down. Every last one.
Damn.
We bear responsibility for this issue. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs. Please, grant us another chance to continue the peace talks.
But of course, Madam Kujo. I have every confidence in your ability to resolve this situation.
Okay,
For the
so
time being, however, there
they
is
made up the
evidently some
situation?
discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks. I
I'm
would
kinda
therefore
confused
not
here.
feel comfortable releasing Watatsumi Island's forces into your command at this time.
They made it up, but at the same time, a conversion between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission guards still happened, but the Watatsumi guards didn't know about it. They just happened to make up the same story.
Seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this
I don't
issue
know what that
aside
means.
for now.
Acquiesce.
But we shall revisit it as soon as the Tenryou Commission has resolved our internal issues. As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options with the Yashiro Commission and make sure both sides have ample participation in the final arrangement.
Seems like Kujo Sara's on the defensive now. These negotiations should be smooth sailing from here on out.
I never knew the Grand Strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator, as well as a formidable commander.
Okay, let's take a second and reread that. I never knew the Grand Strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator as well as a formidable commander. You can't put these people in high positions and make them and say they're great, like all that, and they are just so amazing at everything, and then have them say dumb shit like this.
I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our differences on the battlefield is rather taxing. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation into the Tenryou Commission's internal issues.
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will attempt to re-establish contact with your people in the hope of procuring some assistance. I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear. Wait for them to come to you. That way, you can capture them all in one fell swoop.
I will bear this in mind. Thank you. I shall take my leave now. Until we meet again.
Your Excellency,
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Love it. Like a mother and her children.
Your Excellency, you knew?
I have already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and reignite the war. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot. Yet, this was purely accidental.
It was
and the end
pure
certainly
coincidence
did
that
not
it fucking
justify your
happened.
means.
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. If we stop now, aren't all of our efforts going to waste? I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate victory, even if it means I have to pay the ultimate price.
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the consequences. During the war, there were highs and there were lows, and in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, perhaps the experience was one of great excitement. But you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Most people suffered terribly through each day. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water and don't need you dragging them back underneath once again.
But...
I understand, I do. And the fault is not yours alone. It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will, but never how to let it go.
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. It was ours. Our selfishness. Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing under martial law.
Very well. Then I hereby declare...
that you're free to go.
that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure, neutralizing
guard
any
positions.
and all threats to the peace of our island. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join, but be warned, the training will be grueling. Perseverance and grit will be in high demand.
Your Excellency, what are you saying?
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. Many seek peace, but there are still those who pursue war. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. Those whose warrior's will is alive and well, I invite you to embark on the most challenging training regimen of your lives. I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai at a time.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
All right, dismissed. Go and report to General Goro. And remember, there can be no more insubordination. And if there is, there will be no more leniency from me, whatever reasons you may have.
Yes, ma'am. From now on, we will focus on our training. Thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellency. We'll report to General Goro right away.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Gotta give him a new purpose.
I think that's finally everything in hand. I can feel my energy levels starting to drop. Meet you back at the hideout for some rest?
Oh, plenty of rest. Wink, wink. God, that was terrible. To the hideout. Da-da-da-da-da.
Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has been restored on Watatsumi Island once more. Recovering. Slowly, but surely. I should be raring to go before too long. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved, but I still get nervous when more than a handful of people are involved. I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time. Do you think so?
I know so.
To be honest, I'm still a long way off what's expected of a divine priestess. In the past, I was concerned only with winning the war, restoring peace, and making sure everyone could live a happy life. But I realized
kind of
now
a lot
that
to
wasn't
do,
going
but
far
alright.
enough.
Wasn't enough?
All
Alright.
kinds of aspirations, and just as many measures of
Oh,
happiness.
you can't make everybody happy there, little princess.
I have a long way to go, but that's okay. If I can't make the journey in one giant leap, I'll just have to settle for taking it one small step at a time. In
Yep.
short, I've still got some maturing to do. Could you stay here on Watatsumi Island? To keep me company for a while longer?
Oh, anything for you, Kokomi. Wait, that's the end of it? No, you can't. Don't take her away from me like that. Oh, no. Damn. Well, that was still a pretty good story quest, though. It was pretty cute and adorable, and just kind of seeing the aftermath. So, yeah.